Good day, I am Yen Cheng, the solo dev behind Paperback Games, and this is a overview and walkthrough of A Walk Through the Fog. At its surface level, it is the story of a therapist who, freshly out of school, gets her license and moves to a tiny Pennsylvania town, Brotherhood, Pennsylvania. And in there, she discovers things beyond imagination. Horror, liminal horror, cosmic horror. But at a deeper level, it is truly a story of the power of compassion, the power of empathy against an unknowable force that has been manipulating and terrifying generations of people in this town. You engage this world through the lens of your clients, these generated clients that quickly generated through tables. But once you engage with them, you start being able to utilize these ink blot cards. And on the backs, you will have these ink blots that allow you to engage with the subconscious. After all these prompts and these stories, you yourself will start to churn your imagination, and visions, places, horrible creatures will emerge. There are also more traditional prompts, such as unexplainable things. We have insight tables that have tomes and tomes of past history reaching back hundreds of years of brotherhood. And in these very quick interactions, you can end up having very conversational interactions with these NPCs. And through your empathy, through your compassion, you will help these people, and they become resources for you to help understand what is going on in this town. Empathy, I feel, is the intersection between intelligence and compassion, kindness. Not only do you understand everything on your side of the table, but you also understand what everyone else is going through. And it's not some crazy concept, it's something that comes naturally to everyone. But in this game, it is one of your stats that informs your therapist modifier. That is basically acts as a quick bonus to your dice rolls. So I rolled a 1, but my therapist modifier is 11. That would be a 12. And then you would basically weigh your client's personality modifier, which is a conglomeration of their various personality traits. And there's whole tables here about those personality traits, and it's as varied as any group of people that you would run into in town. Some people are preoccupied, some are anxious, some are kind, some are charismatic, some are naturally laid back, and these will all add to or detract from your ability to empathize with them, to have them trust you back. So I'm just going to go through some light role play. And if you're not comfortable with role play, you can always narrate, but some role play is always fun. So I have already rolled up a client, Albert Jacoby, a two-spirit online video essayist. So I will begin by saying, good day, Albert Jacoby. It's Shakaby, actually. Oh, Shakaby. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we are live in my. I'm living in the the Beaumont Railway Station, actually. Yeah, everyone in town's talking about that. It's kind of unusual. We always thought it was just a big, empty, haunted railroad station, and now you're living in it. It's haunted. Yeah, everyone says it is. And you just very quickly go through these. You can even have a lot of very common interactions, and you can creatively utilize these too. Like, so do you have any childhood memories that really jump to mind? You know, I had a laser tag and a pizza party once. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I remember laser tag. I used to do a bit of laser tag myself. Is there anything else that comes to mind from that day? Yeah, the lunch lady gave me a lot of free lunches. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, like the family always struggled really a lot, and she was always really nice to me, and I really appreciated that she did that. And as you go through these stories, none of this is scripted. All of this is just emerging, and it really gives you a lot of character building moments. And what's really interesting is you'll eventually start getting into unexplainable things or things on the insight table. And these will start revealing it's a story told through 1,000 voices. You'll slowly start getting more and more of an idea of exactly what is underlying the town. And through these wide variety of interactions, your story will evolve in different ways that I couldn't have predicted. And I think that's a really exciting thing. There is a end game as you start gaining trust with your clients. If you have a successful session, you add a trust point. And when you have 6 trust points with each client, you have total rapport. You just completely trust each other. You guys been through thick and thin. They've had outbursts. You've helped them in those outbursts. You guys been looking through ink blots, unraveling the questions of their mind, and unraveling the questions that you had about them and this town. But once you have that, all of those will be added together, and there's a final end game session that will reveal at least everything that I have written into the ending of this story. Now, I have left it open ended because, as you've seen, these conversations, interactions can go everywhere. And there's no telling what would be revealed or what you created of the narrative. But it is a really exciting and naturalistic and just very cozy and comfortable, but also very narratively paced horror experience that can surprise you. And I am so very, very, very excited for you to try out A Walk Through the Fog.